Good morning. I had a bit of a late night last night, so I'm pretty knackered this morning. But what I want to talk to you about is, should you advertise with Amazon on their platform? With Amazon ads, obviously. The short answer is yes. Who doesn't advertise? You show me a company or a brand named product that doesn't advertise. McDonald's advertises. Do they need to advertise? Well, everybody needs to advertise, really. You've got to advertise your business, your products, your services, whatever it might be. It's just something we have to do, no matter how successful a business is. Now, McDonald's and Burger King, they're pretty successful, you'd have to say. But you're always seeing the adverts, and not just for a new burger or, a new pizza or ice cream. You're talking about all their products. You're talking about McDonald's and Burger King in general. I'm not just talking about them, obviously. I'm just giving you an idea for leading brands. They advertise because they have to stay at the top. They have to stay in front. And there's a lot of people say, do you really, should you be spending money on Amazon advertising? Well, I think you should, depending on your product. Now, I'm going to show you the quickest way, the safest way. That's not going to cost you a fortune. I mean, people worry, they go, oh, if I put £10 a day on, or $10 a day on, and Amazon spends it all. Well, the chances of that are so remote. I mean, you would have to have a keyword in your book that represents something else that is in favour right now, that is all the rage. You could have, I'm trying to think of an example here now, but you could have a Christmas joke book, for instance, and you could have the word crackers in there, in your keywords. Well, people might be searching for Christmas crackers. So, they're going to be hitting on your product. Your advertisement is going to get shared by people looking for Christmas crackers. And not for a joke book at all. So it's a strange one. Keywords are vital for doing this. So make sure they represent what it is you're selling and nothing else. Don't stick keywords. You shouldn't anyway, really. You shouldn't stick keywords that represent something you're not selling. And that's really important when it comes to advertising. If you're not advertising, I can understand you may have put someone else's name maybe in your keywords, or to try to sell, or someone else's book, ASIN, to try to sell your product for people looking for that particular book. But the problem is, when it comes to advertising, if someone's actually looking for that particular book, or Amazon thinks that person has bought them books before from that particular publisher, it will promote your book to them, and they're not interested in your book. You're wasting money. Keep your keywords simple and related to your book. And it's really all you have to think about at this right now. So let's go over and have a little look at how to do your ads, how I do my ads. And it's super simple. I don't get involved in the keywords, copying keywords, putting lists of keywords down for hundreds and thousands of them. I keep it really, really simple. And it works for me. It may work for you. But I basically let Amazon do the work. I don't do the work. Amazon knows how to promote your book, and it'll be based on the keywords you've provided in your description, in the 7 keyword slots, in your title, subtitle. So let me show you that now. So what we do is we go over to our Kindle Direct Publishing account. We click on Marketing. Amazon ads, we want that. So we'll go to .com, for example. Create a campaign. Forget about these sponsored brands, lock screen ads and all that for now. I mean, that's something that's a little bit more advanced and really brand dependent, and to see whether it's worth going any further with them. So we click continue. What I'm doing here is I've entered all the details in here. I'm going to call it, because I've got a book called that, A Sloth for All Seasons, and it's the first time I've advertised this, 2022, and that's just obviously the year. Now it starts off on, I'm not bothering portfolios, I'm keeping this as simple as I can for you. March 15, 2022 it starts, that's automatically put in for you. No end date, that's automatically put in for you. So keep it that. You can always just close your ad. So you're better off just having no end date and see how it goes. Budget, I've put in $10, it could be anything you want. But I find that a small budget is okay. If I start selling a lot of books with a certain ad, I'll put it up to $20 or $30, even $50. But I don't spend that. It's the strangest thing. Now, people say that Amazon will look more favourably on you if you put more money into the ads on a daily basis. So that's $100, $1,000 a day. But to be honest with you, it scared the daylights out of me. Just in case something went wrong with Amazon, and next thing you know, it's cost me $100 or a day. Just advertising. So I don't take that chance. The chances are super slim. I mean, with a daily budget of $10, I'd expect to be spending a few cents. Maybe a couple of dollars if it takes off and it's hit the right audience and they're clicking like mad on my advertisement. But I'd never reached the budget. Never ever have I reached the $10 or even $5 out of a $10 budget. So why not put $5? You say, well, why not? Why not? I just round it up in case it sort of really takes off and I don't have to mess about with it again. So automatic targeting is what we want, and manual targeting is really putting in all your keywords yourself, and you can put people's names, you can put ASINs, you can do all kinds of things with manual targeting. But I like Amazon to use the information I've already provided in my listing to search for potential customers using their algorithms, my information, and I leave them to it. And it's super simple for me that way. Yeah, people swear by manual targeting. I'm swearing by automatic targeting. So, dynamic bids down. Now this is important. Dynamic bids up and down means that you could be in competition with someone else outbidding you, you're bidding, and before you know it, you've gone above the amount you wanted to spend on each particular click, which could be 20 cents, and it will be 20 cents for this instruction, or tutorial I should say. So what we want now is ad format. You don't get this in the UK, you don't get this option of custom text ad. And I'm not really bothered about it anyway, there's enough information in the listing. So we go with standard ad. I don't bother with creating an ad group because I don't really advertise that many products. I'll advertise products that I think will be a bit of a hit, or I think so anyway. I won't put a group of say 100 line journals. Well, I don't have 100 line journals, but I wouldn't put that as a group and advertise 100 line journal. I just wouldn't advertise a line journal, to be honest with you. But I'm thinking low content at least, children's books, puzzle books, anything really where you're still up against competition, not in the way a line journal would be. So I leave that out. Then what we do is we search for a product. Now if I put a sloth for all seasons in here and then click search for products, nothing's come up. Now of course I know the book exists, so what I'll do is then I'll go back to my listing, copy the ASIN number from there and paste it into the search. Now what I've done is I've pasted the whole thing in with the ASIN, so you can see how that number looks on your listing. So you know what to look for, you know what to copy, but you don't leave that bit in. I've just done this for an example. And search for product now. And there it is. Add the product. And there's the product. How much do I want to bid? Want each bid to be? I want it to be 20 cents. So I'll go up to 20 cents in a bidding war, if you like, against other people selling a product, a similar product. That's the most I'm going to go up. Now you could say, oh yeah, but everybody's going 20 cents. Well, go 19.50. You don't have to go as high as that. You know, you can just go, okay, if someone's put 20 cents, they're going to get it. You know, it's not necessarily the case. Go 21 cents then. Or 20.50. Go and do whatever you want really with your bids. Doesn't mean you're going to spend that whole bid. It's surprising. You could put 20 cents in for your bid and then actually get someone clicking and it's cost you 10 cents. And it all depends on the competition. So that's why it sort of says dynamic bids down. You know, because you actually can bid down. And that sounds kind of weird, but think of it as it's simply you're not going to go over your 20 cents and you could go less. And that's the way you should be looking at it. Negative keyword targeting. Now you can put things in here if you want to. I mean, it's like free, words like free or sample or stuff like that, where people are, you know, are wasting your time. Then they're clicking on something thinking they may get something for free. You know, they're doing a search for something like that. But no, I wouldn't bother with negative keywords either. I believe that leaving it to Amazon, they will push that product. Their algorithms, their computer system will push that product to the right people, mostly. It's not always the case, of course not. You know, that's just the way it is with advertising. You know, you could be putting an advertisement out to people watching the TV with McDonald's and Burger King and selling burgers, say, for instance, as their products, and two vegans sat on the settee. You know, I mean, they're not interested. And it can be the same with any advertisement. You're not always targeting the right people. But I'll leave it to them. And this is the reason why. As soon as I get a sale, I will look at how much I've spent. So if I've got a sale, if my the profit on the book, if the royalties on the book are $1.50, for instance, and I've spent $1 in advertising to make that sale, okay, so I've made 50 cents minus any taxes that have gone on to the dollar and transfer fees for advertising and all bits and bobs. So I've pretty much made 45 cents or something like that, maybe, off that, out of that $1.50 royalties it's cost me. So if I didn't have the advertising, I wouldn't have made that 45 cents. But that's okay, or 40 cents I should say. Well, that's fine. That's why I do it. That's why I advertise, because it's another revenue stream, to be honest with you. It's the same product, but if I hadn't put the advertisement up, I wouldn't have got the 40 cents. And if I sell 100 books, yeah, you know, I'm not doing so bad.